Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the very first episode brought to you by me, Ziggy Sawdustt. And in this episode, what we're going to bring to you is what I think Mono Red is going to look like in once the rotation occurs and Zendikar Rising is out. Obviously, with Zendikar Rising, that might bring different cards, which might change this deck. But for the time being, this is what I think a good basis for what Mono Red will look like. So, what we've got in here is a range. I've split these up into 4 different groups. We have our hasty apply pressure cards here in the form of Phoenix of Ash, Bolt Hound, Rob of the Rich, Fervent Champion. Now this obviously gives us a nice curve, 1, 2, 3, all applying a lot of pressure from the very first turn, which is fairly key to what this deck likes to do. This deck's mantra is speed, power, and aggression, and that's what we aim to do with these 4 creatures. After that, we've got things like Shock and Slaying Fire. Now this will help keep the board clear for our creatures, essentially. Shock for all of those smaller creatures, especially things like Innkeeper, which are quite prevalent right now. And then we have things like Slaying Fire that'll help deal with the bigger ones. So it's things like Questing Beast and generally green Stompy decks, which this deck naturally struggles against. So that's what those are in the deck for. We have a couple of utility creatures. Chandra's Piling we'll get to in a minute. Sibira here is a great card in herself. 3 mana, 1 red and 2 for a hasted 2/3. But what this allows us to do is her first ability lets all of our creatures essentially go through unblockable. So we can still maintain that pressure that this deck needs to happen. It also has the added ability of 1 in a red, and we'll tap Sibira, and then all the creatures that deal damage this turn draws us a card. So it's like essentially this is what replaces Light Stage, and it actually is very handy in this deck considering how much damage we seem to put out. But all of these create incidental damages, which it does apply pressure, but these are our game winners, and this is what we imagine Mono Red would always be running. So we've got Embercleave, which everyone's pretty much familiar now. 4 and 2 red, comes down, reduces the cost for every attacking creature, and when we attach it, it gives that creature +1/+1, double strike and trample, which, to be honest, when most people see Embercleave come down, they usually concede straight away. So a very strong card. We also have Torbran, which again everyone seems to know. 1 and 3 red for a 2/4, which just buffs the power of all of our creatures by 2. Couple that with Sibira and making all of our things unblockable, it's pretty oppressive. Then we have Red Bombardment. Now Red Bombardment is essentially Cavalcade on steroids. It's 1 extra mana at 2 and 1 red, but instead of power 1, it's power 2. So now most of our creatures, instead of what it allows us to do is it means we don't have to run things like the Elemental Lizard, as well as some other subpar statted creatures. Now we can, like things like Sibira procs it, Robber of the Rich procs it, Bolt Hound procs it, Phoenix of Ash also procs it. Even Torbran himself procs Red Bombardment, and what this does is, for the extra mana, it is very much worth the cost, in my opinion. Which brings us on to Chandra's Piling. Chandra's Piling was used during the Cavalcade, and for good reason. I mean, we're going to be proccing with a lot of our creatures, and to give our Piling +1/+0 every time our Red Bombardment procs and give a double strike is just so oppressive, and it helps us achieve what we want to do, which is essentially like as the deck mantra is, it's speed, power, aggression. And to top it off, we've got 22 lands, including 4 Castle Empress for that extra +1/+0 to all our creatures, which may not win us most of the games, but it certainly does help and can cause a lot of damage, a lot of extra incidental damage, which our opponent may not be expecting. So that's the deck. So let's get into some ranked games, and let's see how we do. Go. Fervent Champion. I like this. We have straight away coming out with some early aggression. We got enough cards for some board control, and then we have Red Bombardment, which will help increase the damage. Plus, we have a good amount of lands, so whatever we draw into, we're pretty much going to be able to play. So it's pretty good so far. Let's see what opponent wants to play, huh? Okay. Mulligan down to 5. Start off classic mono red. Feather Champion hit face for 1. Okay, blue green tells me potentially adventures. Adventures is quite common in the standard queue right now. So we have shock for in case they want to play the innkeeper. Although we can imagine there's going to be some sort of clover. Gilded goose. Okay, that tells us more. It looks like more mutate kind of stuff, maybe. Let's deal with that now. Let's put Bolt Hound for extra damage. Let's go. This is it. Speed, power, and aggression. Let's go. So Castle and Breathlet means we can pretty much play anything after this from our deck. All draws are good draws at this point. Okay, so nothing as of yet. I'm tempted to go down the Raid Bombardment route. We still have enough mana for Embercleave if we do draw it, but this it's the same amount of damage, just one less thing on the board. I'm cautious about removal at this point. Plus this sets up for a bigger turn next turn, should they not address the board in anywhere. So we have lethal, we represent lethal. Okay, so we do, if we work it out, so they're going to sack it for... Okay, so we have an option here. We can Slay and Fire this, assume they're going to... I think we do. I think this deck wants to... Their deck wants to ramp, so if we just get rid of the ramp. Hero's Intervention, okay. So let's put the damage in now. So we're going to put them down to 4. So pretty much, as long as our board state stays the same, or at least even... No, our board state needs to stay the same. We could also Fountain Shark. I mean, our guys have haste, so this isn't not a problem for us. In fact, I think this is lethal. I think we've won. Yeah, we win. 5. Yes, if we, especially now. Oh, actually no. I think Rubber the Rich Give is lethal. Let's go. Okay. Oh no, yeah. Bolt Hound gave us it anyway. So yeah, bouncing nothing. Let's go. Speed, power, and aggression. Let's go. Not as good as the lands. We can still play the majority of our deck. We're only a land away. I'm tempted. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Considering we have a turn 1, we can still control the board from turn 1, and we have both an aggressive and a passive sort of turn 2. Oh, never mind. Change of plan. Speed, power, and aggression. Let's go. I wouldn't mind drawing a land next turn. So we'll see what blue gives them. So far it looks mono blue. Oh, it's the... Okay, so we know what this is. This is the combo deck. Oh, oops. I didn't count the number of cards in that. So, okay. Baron Torben. Baron Talarian Archmage. Okay. I'm not going to get the proc off Robber. I'm wondering if it's worth Phoenix of Ash. Yes. we're going to go Phoenix of Ash. Next time we play Torbran. Arcanist Owl. This is the problem. So the clock's on now. We essentially need to beat these before they get to play the Nyx Lotus, right? That's fine. They lose pretty much all the devotion once we get rid of that owl. Probably going to bounce to Torbran, right? Okay, this is starting to feel... Oh, that's clutch. Okay, so now we can do this. That. And then further with the Phoenix of Ash. That's good news for us. Next turn we can play... That's a problem. We need to now get rid of the Baron. So I assume they're going to bounce Baron, bounce Torbran. Yeah, we're in a sticky situation here. They still have 4 mana to tap things down as well, which is really frustrating. Okay, so we could go Torbran Piling. No, let's go Phoenix of Ash Piling. We need to keep the damage up, essentially. So we're still going to be doing 2. We're just trying to beat the Nyx Lotus at this point now. What would be clutch right now? Ray Bombardment would be pretty good at this point. How much mana have they got? They got quite a lot. 5. I can only bounce one thing. That's fine. Ooh, okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I think now this with the Phoenix. They can tap only one of them. So that's still 4 damage going in. Raid Bombardment would be very much appreciated at this point. We need the damage over the top. Even a Slain Fire, actually. Our routes are Slain Fire, Shock, Raid Bombardment. Sabira would be pretty good. Ember Cleave. Yeah, we have quite a lot of outs, just not a land, essentially, is what we're looking for now. And we're really hoping they don't have another... If they play another land... Another Baron. Okay, so they bounce... Oh, now they can bounce 2 things. That's fine. Probably bounce Torbran and a Phoenix. But we have enough mana to cast both Phoenix and Torbran, so that's not an issue for us. Oh, they hit the next Lotus. Ooh. Is that GG's? Because it comes in tapped. Yeah, I think that's GG. Or is it? Hold on. That gives him 7 mana. Let's go. Whew, that was getting nervy. We didn't apply as much pressure as we needed. But we did it. We did it eventually. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, this is good. This is quite aggressive. I like this. Good land base. I mean, obviously a turn 1 play would be really good here, but this is probably the best thing we could have seen. Tops it. It's good. That means we get rid of whatever they've just put on top. Birth of Meletis. Okay, so it's banned. Okay. Play a Birth of Meletis. Okay. We go Bolt Hound. Take more things and put more down. Oh, we stole an Uro. Oh. Okay, so now they have the +4, +4. +4, +4? The 0/4 even. Oh dear. They've missed land drops. Oh, they can't do. They've got. What am I on about? They've got that. Okay. Right. Scries to the top. They must know they're going to lose it. We're going to set up a big Ray Bombardment here. So we're going to go Chandra's thing. Mill land. Wait for them to declare blockers. Shock. That's one less 4/4 blocking. We need to worry for Shatter the Sky now at this point. Okay. We called it. That's fine. So we now have Zibira. Keep the pressure up. That's one thing we need to remember with this deck, is to not overcommit to the board. ECD? Wow. Okay. So far they haven't got anything in terms of answers. Embereth, Bolt Hound. Again, just piling on that pressure. Speed, power, and aggression. I wonder what they've got now. I don't really want to put a Torbrun on the field, given what I feel is a lot of aggression from opponents. Okay, let's just do it. Speed, power, and aggression. Have no fear. It means they've got to address. It means they have to address the Torbrun, which might leave the Bolt Hound open, alive. So that's still 4 damage to the face. Plus it means next turn we can Ray Bombardment. Oh, okay. For a shark. Okay. So if they don't deal with the Torbrun, oh, okay. Interesting. So let's Ray Bombardment. I wonder what they've got. Maybe a bigger shark this time? Sublime Epiphany. Okay. Makes sense. So we'll put 1 in. Opponent is playing Fun Police, which is interesting. So we've got they get to a 5, right? Okay, we're gonna bait out a shark here, I think. No. Okay. So we'll play Torbrun. Rewind. Okay. Interesting move. Opponent really doesn't like us playing cards, it would seem. That's fine. We'll bait out any... No? Okay. Maybe we should just be happy by taking the 1 instead of tapping out. Okay. That's fine. Are you gonna need... Okay. Wilt. Okay. I think there's better versions than Wilt, by the way. I think Return to Nature is better than Wilt, personally. Gives you a bit more flexibility. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the cycling, but to be honest... Ooh, okay. Now we can just let the damage through. Wait for opponent to tap out, and then we can just Slaying Fire them. That'd be interesting. There we go. They've got no blue, so they can't counter anything. Let's go! What have you got? Yes! Let's go! Mono red. Hey, speed, power, aggression comes in many forms. Okay. I don't like this on the basis of we only had I like this more. We're gonna put the Ray Bombardment away. Phoenix of Ash has more chance of doing more damage for us. 1 mana. Okay, do we think that's a... We gotta assume that's a shock, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Cycles. Yippies. Okay. So if they play a fox, we can deal foxes. We can deal with pretty much everything here. We're gonna take this turn to shock the Dranith Healer. Keep this damage train going. We're kind of stuck now if they play... okay. Let's go Bullhound. So always getting damage in. This is good. Aggression. Name of the game. Phoenix of Ash. Okay. Let's see if they bite. Oh, they do. Cool. Tap out, kill Stinger. Yeah, we don't get no damage through, but that's one less thing. And they're not cycling. Now they're cycling. That's worrying for them. Now we're free to put damage down. Unless they have another thing. 1. Cycle. Now you can't be leaving the fox open, surely. Otherwise you'd put it out then cycle. So I'm interested to see what I Thomas is doing here. Unless they're just going to cycle again. Okay. Right, now we need to get creatures on the board for the Ember Cleave. That'll be pretty big for us. We're safe from a Zenith Flare this turn. I think from next turn onwards is when we need to be worried. This is why we need to get the damage in now, I guess. More cycles. They've cycled the fox. Interesting. Play a Selfless Savior. Okay, so then we do this, this, attack everything. We've got to assume, I mean, they can't run board wipes in this deck. So, they can only cycle once and still play Zenith Flare, correct? But this, at least this way, we have Embercleave regardless. So, okay. Annoying. Let's do that. Proc that. To blockers. Okay, we'll be extremely unlucky if they have Zenith Flare again, I guess. Okay, please don't be Zenith Flare. Oh, opponent. It is what it is. We're a 10. Okay. Again, we're just one land off playing all of it. There we go. There's our one card. Next weekend, ooh, Demi is interesting. Could be Flash. We're against a mythic qualified person, huh? Cycle the neutralize. Interesting. Interesting. Play the Fervent Champion. Oh, do I actually proc the Robber of the Rich? Interesting. Ooh, we take a neutralize. Sea Dasher Octopus. That's grand. That's grand stuff. So suspicion's confirmed. It is actually Demir Flash. Let's play the Piling. I'm going to play just the Robber. I have the feeling they've got another Sea Dasher Octopus. Okay. I didn't want to give him an easy trade, which is the honest truth to it. Sea Dasher Octopus times 2 so far. Brazen Borrower maybe? They're only on 3 lands. They've missed drops. We're just going to attack with 1 actually. We kind of want to keep things on the board. Okay, so that makes sense. But that's fine. They're not going to do anything instant speed. Ugh. This sets next turn up for, oh my god, right? This, so now we can just go all out, right? Rare Bombardment, attack, swing with both. Yeah. Procs 4. Chandra's Piling now looks mighty stonk. 8 damage, 10 damage. So we got lethal. They have to address the Piling then. I'm struggling to see what it could be. Shark Typhoon. Okay, we win. Slaying Fire kills the thing. Let's go. Bang, bang. Bank. Speed, power, and aggression. We got lucky that the opponent whiffed on lands, and we didn't. We played everything. That was like the perfect cards played, drawed situation for us there. I like it. This is good. This is all we want. This is straight fire in our hands. Classic. Bink. Top deck of Dreams would be Robber of the Rich, I think. Well, I'm intrigued to see what their version of red is. Shock. Okay. We may be obliging them. See if they attack or not. Okay, then we shall oblige with our own shocks. Infuriate. Okay, cool. It's better than them using it as a combat trick, to be honest. I'm gonna go robber, because we can steal something off them. Like their robber. Oh no, opponent. Oh no, no. Pinched a robber. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. It looks like they might be playing the old version of Mono Red, like using Infuriates and probably Bone Crusher Giants. So we're now forcing them to interesting. We could force them into another Infuriate. Let's go for it. They thought about it, which means they might have it. Let's just mill another card off them. They've been stuck for lands. There's the Infuriate we assumed was coming. Do play a Robber of the Rich. Okay. Excellent. So now we can play Phoenix. They're winning the race right now, which is a problem for us. We might have to consider just defending this next turn. It depends entirely on what we draw. Although we increase our damage output. I'm worried that they have Embercleave. That's the worry here. Thriller Possibility. And discarded a Thriller Possibility. Good choice. I guess that's what they use to replace Light Up the Stage. Puts down to 10. Oh. I have to put the Ball Hound out. We put. Do you know what? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna attack. We're gonna hope they don't draw Embercleave and or a Torbrun. Infuriate. That's an issue. Double Infuriate. Is that all the Infuriates? Oh wow. I mean, okay, that's one way. We were unfortunate. That was unfortunate. It's not often you see double Infuriate into... I can't remember what the last card was. Double in the power. Okay. So that was the deck. 2021 Cavalcade. I think it's got potential. We've got a lot of speed in the deck, and what it does do is it forces other decks to have good draws against us. Otherwise we overpressure them, and I think the times where this deck has lost, it's never been one that has felt like we were uphill battle too many times. It's always been we've set our game plan out, we're executing, and the opponent literally has the correct card at the correct time, like we saw with the Cycle deck and those Zenith Flares. And I think that's where this deck will shine. I think this deck's power is just the pressure it applies onto our opponents and how it forces them to make those needs to have those draws. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ziggy Sawdustt. The link will be in the description below, as well as the deck list itself. So just to leave you with one thing that we did with this deck that I did capture from my stream a few nights ago. So I hope you enjoyed the clip. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Much love. Peace out, my friends. Oh no. That's, oh my god. Shit! Or we just do that. Extinction event, yeah, Extinction event would have done it. Not to worry, guys, that was all part of the plan.